oh, everybody wants Kung Fu fight. No. Oh, sorry. You know, you see the pops and you get in the mood. And welcome, everybody, to another edition of Eddie's Toy Box. And today we're going to be reviewing 3 pops from the Pop Movies line. It's Kung Fu Panda. Yeah. So we've got Kung Fu Panda. I don't know if this is based off of the first movie or the TV show. It's not Kung Fu Panda 2 or 3 or Legends of Awesomeness. Is that the TV show's name, Kung Fu Panda Legends of Awesomeness? Because maybe then this is just based off of the movie. So yeah, it's in the Pop Movies line. So this is based off of Kung Fu Panda 1. Kung Fu Panda is an animated film starring Jack Black as a lovable panda named Po, who learns that he is, the Dragon Warrior? And he idolizes the Furious Five, which is Tigress. And what are the other ones? Mantis, Monkey, Viper. What's the last one? I don't know. I can't remember. So he idolizes the Furious Five, joins them up, has to defeat an evil guy. What was his name? Tai Lung, I think. And yeah, that's Kung Fu Panda Part 1. Hitting theaters this month is Kung Fu Panda 3, so you're not done with the panda yet. And I think that's pretty good because kids, you know, they love animated films, and Kung Fu Panda is not that bad. So let's take a look at the boxes. So as you can see, the side art, nothing has really changed from the finished product. And that's usually what happens with these animated pops, because they're animated. They're so easy to replicate in a pop form, whereas if it was a real-life person, there could be changes along the way. Back of the box shows you the other pops in the line, but we're reviewing all 3 of them today. Po, Tigress, and then Po with hat. There's also a Kung Fu Panda Entertainment Earth exclusive of Po. He's flocked, which means that he's furry, you know, to the touch. Because I see some people still asking, you know, what flocked means. It just means that when you touch it, it feels like felt, like furry. So it's flocked. So we'll put these aside. And we'll take a look at the Kung Fu Panda pops. All right. Now, you know, in a day and age where Funko releases different series of pops, and they typically release like a ton of characters now. It wasn't like when the Power Rangers came out and they only released the red, pink, and white Ranger, which, great news. Funko announced that they're going to be continuing the Power Rangers line next year, so hopefully we get the remaining colors. But it's just odd that they would go with 2 variations of Po and Tigress and none of the other Furious Five. I mean, they could have even included like Mantis. I think he's the little one, as one of the buddies, like they do with some of the pops that come out now. You know, like Tiana and Prince Naveen, Rapunzel and Pascal, those type of things. So maybe down the line, if these 3 sell well enough, they'll complete the Furious Five, and maybe you'll get a Master Shifu. And I'm rambling. So Tigress first. Tigress, being the Furious Five, she's a master at, you know, what she does. Claims that she should be the Dragon Warrior, yada, yada, yada. So it's awesome that they've got her sculpted like this. You know, she's crouching down a little bit, got one fist clenched, one palm out, and she's just in a fighting pose, and it really is, you know, just an awesome sculpt to have for her, which is kind of cool how, you know, Funko has transitioned to the way they do pops from the way they started, because if this was one of the first pops they ever made, it wouldn't be this detailed, and she'd probably have her arms down by her side. But because it's one of the latest ones, we've got all these cool additional things here. So she's crouching down. The paint application on her is not that bad. Take a look at her top here. You can see that the sculpt here to connect the 2 is pretty good as well. There's not a lot of paint flaws there because you got the orange paint, and then it's kind of green here over the black and into the red. Take a look around here, you know, her tail. Then for her head, you know, she's she's like a tiger, right? Tigress? You see how it's coming out here, her like hair, the mane. It's pretty cool. The designs on her are awesome as well. So this is a really well executed pop, articulation wise. As always, the head spins. Look at the details there. So this could have been a cause for error with the paint, but it came out really well. So Tigress looks, you know, awesome. And for out-of-box collectors, it's easy to pose her and put her on a shelf because she looks like that. And now we've got Po. two variations of Poe, one wearing this straw hat and the other one not. And what I like the most about these two Poes is the fact that they are different. They could have easily just sculpted the straw hat on top of his head here, but they didn't. And this one, he has more of a grimace on his face, like he means business, and this one's kind of like smirking. So right away, those are the key differences with this Poe, besides, you know, the hat. They could have, again, just put this hat on this Poe and called it a variant, but they didn't. And that's what is awesome when it comes to stuff like this. Like this one, his legs are spread more. This one, his legs are together. So they are different in a sense that, yes, they're both Poe, but they're not identical. See a little sculpt on his tail. The paint application on his shorts here is pretty cool. He's more rounded out. As you can tell, his arms look beefier too, you know, because he's a panda bear. And he's, you know, this one's in his like kung fu stance where he's throwing a punch, and this one's punching his hand against his palm like he's about to mean business. So these are pretty well done pops that I didn't think I was going to get, but when I saw them in person, you know, I had to have them. But, you know, that's like it is with every pop. You can find these pops now in stores. I've seen them popping up in FYEs. So if you have an FYE in your neighborhood, you can find the Kung Fu Panda series there. Now, FYE is known to get Entertainment Earth exclusives as well. So you'll probably be able to find the flocked Poe there as well. That's my kid screaming. So, there you go. Kung Fu Panda series. Poe, Tigress, Poe with hat. That's my kid going crazy. So if you liked the video, time to wrap it up. Give us a like, comment on it down below, subscribe for more. Follow us Instagram, ESPJO_figs, where we post daily pop pictures. Look for us on Twitter and Facebook, EddiesToyBox. Join us on Facebook, popping off about Funko. Look for me on popvinyls.com for Thursday Night Highlight. And as always, be kind to one another, have a great day, and free the pops. He's really going for it. All right, guys, we'll see you around.